Hello everyone, welcome to the session on IR spectroscopy, that is Hooke's law and vibrational frequency. So, after attending the lecture, you will be able to understand what is Hooke's law and how to calculate IR frequency using Hooke's law. So, in this session, we will understand what is the relationship between Hooke's law and vibrational frequencies or IR vibrational frequencies. Vibrational frequencies or IR frequencies. Any molecule absorbs the IR frequency similar to its vibrational frequency. So, experimentally using IR spectrophotometer, we can find out what is the absorption frequency or vibrational frequency of particular bond. But question is it possible to calculate IR frequencies or wave numbers of a particular bond theoretically? Then the answer is yes, it is possible. Now, next question is how it is possible. So how it is possible? It is possible with the help of Hooke's law. So let us understand what is Hooke's law. So to understand the Hooke's law, we have to consider the molecule as a spring or the covalent bond between two atoms as a spring, because Hooke's law was derived for the motion of the spring. Now, the force constant may be linked to the stiffness, or in other words, strength of the bond or strength of the spring. So, covalent bond between the atom, what is the strength of that bond? That can be determined using force constant. That means if higher the force constant, means more stronger the bond. If the bond is more stronger, it requires more energy to cause the transition between different vibrational levels. More energy means it requires more frequency or more wave number. So that means for the bonds which are more strong, they appear at higher wave numbers in IR spectrum. So the force constant is the particular to and the characteristic of given bond. So that means different bonds having a different atoms will have their own force constant. Now, this is the equation for Hooke's law. What is that? Nu bar is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi c and square root of f divided by m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2, where nu bar is the wave numbers in reciprocal of centimeter, wave number of that particular covalent bond. What is c? c is the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 10 centimeter per second. What is m1? m1 is the mass of atom 1, m2 is the mass of atom 2. Atom 1 and atom 2 are the atoms between whom the covalent bond is there. What is f? f is the force constant in gram per second square. Using the equation, you can determine wave number or frequency also. Nu is the frequency, nu bar is equal to nu by c. So, using the Hooke's law equation, you can determine either wave numbers or frequency. Both can be determined. The frequency of vibration is directly proportional to the square root of the force constant of the bond. From the equation, it is clear that the frequency or wave number nu bar is directly proportional to the F. F is the force constant. That means higher the force constant, higher the frequency or higher the wave number. The frequency is inversely proportional to the square root of reduced mass of the system. Here, the term M1 into M2 divided by M1 plus M2 is also known as reduced mass. So, frequency is inversely proportional to that. In equation, you can see that they are in a denominator. So, they are inversely proportional. So, if higher the reduced mass, lower the absorption frequency or lower the vibrational frequency. If lower reduced mass, then higher the absorption frequency or wave number. Now, already I said, greater the mass, lower the frequency of absorption. Lower the mass, greater the absorption frequency or vibrational frequency. If more strong bond is there, it requires more amount of energy to stretch. That means they will appear at higher frequency in IR spectrum. Now, let us take one example to calculate IR frequency or wave number using Hooke's law. So, here we will take example of CH bond, covalent bond between carbon and hydrogen, and the frequency is stretching frequency. So now we know that using Hooke's law we can calculate. So what details are given here? Here details are given M1, that is mass of carbon atom 20 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Mass of hydrogen atom, that is M2, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. And force constant is given, that is 5 into 10 raised to 5 gram per second square. So by putting all these values in Hooke's law equation, what will happen? See here, 1 divided by 2, pi is 3.14 into C means 3 into 10 raised to 10, then under root F, force constant, 5 into 10 raised to 5, then M1 is already given, 20 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram, M2, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 24. So, M1 into M2, M1 plus M2, all this value are put in a equation. Then, if you will calculate using calculator, then you will get 3.1 into 10 raised to 3 centimeter inverse, or in other words, 3100 centimeter inverse. So, this is we calculate using Hooke's law the absorption frequency or vibrational frequency. But when it was calculated or it was experimentally determined, it came around 3000 centimeter inverse. That means using Hooke's law, we can determine approximately the wave numbers or frequency or IR absorption frequencies. So this was about Hooke's law in IR spectroscopy. In the next session, we will discuss some more details about IR spectroscopy. If you have any doubts, you can contact me on the given details. Thank you.